Hi everyone! Sezane just released a new lookbook for their collaboration with Bazist Paris. I personally didn't expect to see a big lookbook from Sezane this close to the fall lookbook, but here we are. The collection seems rather large. Some items are marked as coming soon, which means there will be a few releases. I'm guessing the 2 last weeks of September, maybe even into the first week of October, we're gonna see Bazist pieces rolling out. Let's dive into the lookbook and see what we can expect. If you enjoy watching today's video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Consider subscribing. I'd love to see you around more. And if you're active on social media, don't forget to join me on Facebook and Instagram. Links to my pages are in the description box below. On there daily, I share discount codes, sale alerts, restock alerts, and new collection gossip. I hope you join me on there. This gorgeous sweater with little croissants is one of my favorites from last year, and it is still in stock. If you're on the market for something similar, this is a truly slow fashion piece. Mirth is a brand that's based in Houston, Texas, and every fall they release a small knitwear capsule collection. A lot of the components of the sweaters or the whole sweaters are hand knit in small ateliers in Peru. This one is Cloud Soft. They now released a neutral version without the croissants that is also really beautiful. If you're on the market for a forever sweater that is really well made, warm and cloud soft, definitely check them out. And now let's dive into the lookbook. I'm not familiar with Bazist as a brand, so the first thing I did is I went to their website. They are a creative duo based out of Paris. These two cuties over here. I love that they included childhood photos. I browsed their current collection on their website, and you can see the pieces are exquisite. They specialize in embroidery. They say it's all hand embroidered. I didn't do a deep dive to where they make the embroidery by hand. My assumption would be India. India has some fantastic hand embroidered artists, but maybe they produce these gorgeous pieces at other locations as well. I am wondering if Sezane produced the collaboration pieces where Bazist usually manufacture. Usually to achieve the look, you have to maybe contract some artisans that maybe Sezane doesn't usually work with. So that is exciting. You can see all the pieces are menswear, which is also really interesting. I am wondering if Sezane is planning to release some of these Bazist collaboration pieces for October editions as well. Here we are with the opening images of the Sezane and Bazist collaboration coming out on September 14. This set here with the green top, the roses, and the skirt is an image that has been circulating for a while. I think it's one of the first teaser images that we've seen. It is beautiful. I think the color scheme really talks to us for the transition season because this bright green could be a reference to summer, but also could easily transition into fall. I do really love the rose motif, and you will see it is present with a lot of these collaboration pieces. My guess is that all the accessories like the toiletry bag and the tote bags are gonna sell out really fast. The average price for each piece is slightly higher than the average Sezane piece price, and that is something that we've seen in the past as well with previous collaborations, like when the See New York collaboration came out, the price point was higher, and here also the price point for each individual piece is slightly higher. I am wondering if these are hand embroidered or machine embroidered, and were they made at the Bazist manufacturing sites or at Sezane's manufacturing sites. That will be interesting. I really hope they show us more from the behind the scenes to see how this embroidery is made. I love embroidery. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. It does skew a little bit more bohemian, a little bit more hippie if you wish. It does have a folk feel to it, but used in moderate amounts, I feel like everyone can integrate an embroidered piece in some way into their wardrobe. I just love the craftsmanship aspect of embroidery. Here we see a really beautiful cardigan that just has like a little tie on top. The look where the cardigan is only buttoned on top or tied on top has been huge this past year, and we're seeing this trend carry into fall. We have a pair of boots. I think embroidery looks particularly exciting on the boots, really cute. A little bit more particular, harder to mix and match. I think on tops, embroidery, it's more versatile. On the shoe, it does put the look in a very niche, like little corner of your wardrobe. We are seeing here a very interesting suede piece, pants in this like pinkish color. You can see it a little bit on the waistline of the model that's wearing the cardigan, and you can see it here going into the boots. So I'm excited to see what that's about. We have the Tom shirt with embroidery, unfortunately only at the front. A really beautifully packaged candle. I do think if anyone is shopping for holiday gifts early, I think the packaging of this candle, it will make for a great holiday gift or a birthday gift. It's just already packaged, so it just looks gorgeous, like the full gift in one go. Here we have the Gary bag in what I believe is the taupe color, unless they're introducing a specific new color for this collaboration. Personally, I don't know how I feel about like this embroidery here. I prefer the Gary bag as is without it. I do really like the pants on the left, the red ones. I am wondering, they're not listed on this photo. Are they a piece that we're gonna see in the future? Is it a piece that we've already seen? Maybe the 70s pants? What do you guys think? I do like the robe style jacket. I think it's really versatile. Of course, clogs. I feel like clogs and embroidery go hand in hand. Again, another picture of the robe coat. The styling of that is really nice. Moving down, we have corduroy pants and an embroidered shirt. A lot of this same rose motif. I think that's like the main motive that we see throughout the collection. It is the signature for the collection, these roses. The colorway looks really good with the brown. Here's a better look at the front of the clogs. I believe the embroidery on the clogs is very similar to the embroidery on the boots. Here we see my first favorite piece, this jumper, the Martin jumper. I love the sleeve with embroidery running down. It is marked as coming soon, so I am assuming this is coming not on September 14, but the following week. If I had to guess, my guess will be we're gonna see this collection be released slowly over 2 weeks, and then my guess is first week of October we are gonna get a very big knitwear drop, because the first release for the fall collection we did not get a ton of knits, which is unusual. And historically speaking, because I've been analyzing Sezane for this long, there's usually a big knitwear drop, and it only makes sense to be in early fall. So my prediction is early October we're gonna see a knitwear drop. Here, a signature lacy white blouse is something that Sezane does so well. This one, gorgeous. It looks a little cropped, but since the model is sitting here and then this photo is cropped, I can't really tell, but I think it's like a cropped length. There is a dress. Again, it looks like a A-line mini. Beautiful details. I do really like the embroidery on this suede skirt. It does have like a very slight cowboy feel to it, even though flowers are not necessarily a cowboy element, but I think suede and embroidery could go that way, kind of like a wink, but not like in a classic way. I do really like this piece. I'm not gonna get it, but if it's at the store I would gladly try it. Then we have these very tall boots. They are thigh-high and a really tall heel. I wouldn't be able to walk in these, but they do look cool. The dress looks interesting with the embroideries throughout. It's like a midi length. The colorway is perfect for fall. Then we have more corduroy, I do like where the details are placed, and here in the middle this jacket has button closures that remind me of a jacket I bought in Taiwan a while back. I do like that it's a new thing we haven't seen from Sezane. I do really like this style closures. Last year Adidas made a jacket that looked like this, and I really wanted to get it, but it sold out really quickly. And there have been a lot of fake ones on eBay, which is why I didn't really go that way. I just didn't want to pay full price for something that's like a dupe. And I don't have a ton of experience shopping on eBay, so I just didn't want to get into it. But I do really like the closures of these Manila jackets. We have a suede dress. I'm pretty sure the blouse underneath is not part of the dress. Cute styling. I love the Mary Janes with little socks. It is a look that I've been enjoying for many years now. Here's another look of the dress. It looks really short. I'm pretty sure this dress is never gonna work on me. You can see even on the model it's sitting really short, and I have a long torso, so definitely a pass for me. Then here we see those pink suede pants again, and that pink looks really good with this tobacco colored yellow brown shirt, which again, because of the placement of the components, it does feel Western to me. I kind of like it. I wish the back here, and I am, by the way, my thought process is going like in many lanes, but I am surprised just how many pictures of the back we are seeing. Do you notice? In the past, one of my biggest complaints, not only in lookbooks, but also on the Sezane website, is that there were no pictures of the back. And in this lookbook, I think this is like the third or the fourth picture of the back that I'm seeing. And I love that. I love that I'm able to see a 360 degree of the piece. Moving down, we have a dress. This dress is really pretty. It's black, which is too dark for me. I wish it was brown, but it is gorgeous. I do love the placement of all the flowers. I do like that it's paired with brown boots. I do like, personally, black and brown. I know it's one of the color combos where people like to debate, does it really go together? In my books, it does. I think it looks really chic. I love all these squiggly components that we see on the piping and the florals. It's like a really nice mix. Moving down, we see the Betty. This looks like a jacket, kind of like a folk jacket from the Balkans, but a modern take on it. I do really like her hat. I'm not seeing any mention of it. I hope we see some cool accessories like that. I would love this hat. I also like her shiny pants. I like the color. Again, no mention of the pants, so I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's not a personal piece. I really like this cardigan. It is marked as coming soon, so again, maybe next week. Really nice. As we're scrolling down, I think I'm seeing more and more pieces that I really like. This jacket also, it doesn't quite look like the rest of the collection so far. I really like it. I love that the panels of the jacket are not all white. You can see some of them are white and some of them are cream. And I love the embroidery. It is really cute. And you can see here, there is a kids version. And on the kids version, you can see that the back is embroidered as well, which means the adult version also will have those panels on the back. And I'm really tempted by this jacket. It is really, really darling. I love the embroidery tote as well. And the makeup bags. My only thing for the makeup bags is my makeup bag usually gets pretty filthy, and choosing a color, the cream color, would not be my first choice for something that stores all my makeup. It always happens that an eyeshadow or something leaks, and cream color is just maybe to just store things that are really, really like not going to melt or break. Not all my regular makeup. Moving down, we have the maxi shirt.
Beautiful design, white pants. This cardigan is also really interesting. It has like a really big collar. It is all white base. I wish we had different color panels on this one as well, but maybe production wise that will be too challenging. It is really cute. Then this sweater is my other favorite. I love the color, and I really like this sleeve with the little like frill detail. It doesn't look too puffy. It looks really cute. I am thinking this is one of the pieces that I would try from this collaboration. It definitely is, it kind of stopped me in my tracks as I was initially scrolling. So definitely a good sign. Here we are seeing a really beautiful shade of suede. This blue is chef's kiss. I want to see flats in this suede blue and a bag, please. I would love to have something like an accessory in this type of suede. Alternatively, the wheel jacket. I feel like the pants to me will be like a little bit too much. I like the color. I like the texture of the suede. Suede rubs, so doing pants in suede, you never know if you're bothered by, kind of having some traces of wear over time. Might not be the best choice. But the jacket, I have had the wheel jacket in camel suede for several years now. I want to say 3 years maybe. And I've worn it quite a bit, and it doesn't have any bizarre rubs. So maybe that durability extends to the pants as well. If you have a Sezane suede pant, please comment below and let us all know how the suede holds up over time, especially in the area where you sit. But judging by the jacket, it's probably not as bad. And then here to wrap up the lookbook, there is a video. And if you watch the video really carefully, you're actually going to see some Easter eggs of pieces that are not part of the lookbook, but are going to be released. I personally was able to catch 2 shirts here, and then this jacket, you saw this jacket just walk through the screen, and it looked like it had like a fuzzy Sherpa collar, so that's something that they're hiding. This shirt, and then there is this one that looks like a cloth that's really pretty. So I caught 3 pieces in this video that are gonna be surprise pieces, and I'm sure they have some other surprises up their sleeve. We are never shown the absolute full collection. You can watch Sezane content on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. They like to spread kind of little hidden Easter eggs about their upcoming releases across the 3 channels. The content is never the same, and that's how I often catch like little surprises.
All right, everyone, this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments section below, what do you think of the Sezane and Bazist collaboration? I can totally see how this collection is not everyone's cup of tea. It is really bohemian. It has a very particular vibe. I'm really surprised that we're not seeing any menswear pieces yet, because Bazist seems to be a menswear collection. We are seeing teasers for the kids line. Maybe they're saving the men's October editions pieces for later. We'll have to wait and see. But regardless, I want to hear what you think about this drop. If you enjoy watching today's video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Consider subscribing. I would love to see you around more. And if you're active on social media, join me on Facebook and Instagram. Links to my pages are in the description box below. On there daily, I share discount codes, sale alerts, restock alerts, and new collection gossip. I hope you join me on there. I'm also working on a Duane fall try-on video. I really want to finish it this week. I'm not sure if I'll be able to. If I do, it will be a 2-video week. So stop by on Sunday and see if the Duane video is here. If not, I'll push it live sometime next week. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day and see you next time.